Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, real life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. Yeah, it's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.
All right, my beautiful people, thanks so much for tuning in. This is the ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator, founder of the New Black Wall Street, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, ERGJ Black Bookstore, and ERGJ Office Supply Store. All four of those businesses we built this year. Well, three of them this year, one of them 3 years ago. And today, I'm ready to go in. So you might want to share this. If you are a little sensitive, you might want to close this out because it's not going to be pretty. Because I just simply tell the truth. I tell things Black people don't want to hear, unfortunately, because they like to have their ears massaged. And I'm not going to massage your ears. I'm just going to tell you straight up what's really going on. New Black Wall Street course, if you want to find us, guys, you go over to www.nbws.us, nbws.us. We also do have a YouTube channel. You probably can't read that, but just look for New Black Wall Street on YouTube. You want to follow us there and take a look at some of the content that we already created. We do have a Blue Black Wall Street book club. Catch up with us there. We'll be going back over that on Monday as we go through a book from the richest Black man in the world. Again, people, I don't know about you, but I've learned to understand if I want to be rich or wealthy, I might need to study wealthy people. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Here on this super Saturday, this super scintillating Saturday, by the way. Good morning, T-Bone. How are you? Kenyatta, what's up, brother? AV is in the house. Miss Sandra Hankinson, what's going on, my beautiful love? Tyrese, what brother, man? We got to talk, Tyrese. Make sure we talk today or tomorrow. We need to catch up, man. Miss Arthur, Bethany Rucker, what's going on? Thanks so much for tuning in. Hello over at the New Black Wall Street. Hello, how are you? Thanks so much for tuning in. Chris, how are you, brother? Let's do this thing. Those over in the Black Business Network, the Atlanta Black Business Network, those are Black Enterprise. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tesla Distributors, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Now, if you want to interact with us, you want to come over to my personal page where we are broadcasting today. That way you can actually speak, get some of your comments highlighted and things like that. And also at the nbws.us is where you'll find Club Millie. If you want access to me, it goes through Club Millie at the end of the day. Unfortunately, at this point in my life, and this point in my career, this point in my development, my one-on-one price is just way too high for most people. If you want my one-on-one attention, it's $300 an hour, period. But if you want to get some attention and it's not one-on-one, well, it's $30 a month to join Club Millie. Now, what is Club Millie? Club Millie is a Black investment group. We're looking to help 1,000 Black folks save and invest $1,000 this year. In process of doing that, we have 4 phases. We'll be looking to build out an investment club, a real estate investment group, a peer-to-peer lending club, and then also a venture capitalism firm. And amongst that, we've evolved to be able to help you with investment education, business development, and sales training. So if any of those words or buzzwords sound valuable to you, then you'll be going over to nbws.us right now, and you'll be signing up for Club Millie. But don't hit my inbox because I'm not going to respond unless you can pay me $300 an hour. Plain and simple. I just don't have the time. I am too busy building my businesses. And if you want me to take away from building my businesses to help you build yours, pay me, period. Nonetheless, let's talk about some things we want to make sure you're aware of. Color Grind is also a sponsor of today's episode. Color Grind actually has bundles of Black-owned products that they actually send to your doorstep. You pay about $20 or $30 a month, something like that, and you'll continue to get gifts for yourself. So everybody say, hey, if you work hard for yourself, why not get a gift for yourself? And you do that every month by going to Color Grind. Just go over to www.colorgrind.com. Go ahead and sign up for a package. Check it out. We get these little boxes. You got these little boxes of stuff. Get these little boxes, little shoe boxes. Normally comes with Black-owned products in it. And also has a description of those products and the people who made them. So you can know who you are supporting. And if you want to support that particular company further, you can do that. We're making group economics easy. Everybody put in the comments below, easy. We're making group economics easy. So there's no excuse to not support your people other than you just decided you don't want to do it. Also, those episodes brought to you by Tesla Water. That's right, Tesla Water, the Black-owned alkaline water company that we've been telling you guys about for quite some time. Of course, if you like to get some alkaline water, which is 100% all natural. Is this on repeat? Probably is. What you talking about? If you want to get alkaline Tesla water, which is 100% all natural alkaline water, which means it comes straight from the aquifer, all natural. No additives, no reverse osmosis, no filtration process. The only ingredient in this water is water. So if you want to stay hydrated, you want to go ahead and get your alkaline water, you want to support a Black-owned company, well, you're just going over to this link here. That's also, I'll put in the description, or I'll put in the comments so you guys can have, to get your alkaline water. But not only that, guys, you have an opportunity to actually make money with the alkaline water company. And we're going to show you how to do that with the Black Wealth Builders session that we have coming up in July. I'll tell you about that in just a second. So the Black Wealth Builders does have a session for Black folk that want to build wealth. And you get paid on a weekly basis if you want to learn how to earn. Everybody put in the comments, learn how to earn. The more you learn, the more you can earn. And so you can actually go to this link here for Eventbrite, where we have the session already set up, and register for the session, show up to the session, and I'm going to show you how to get paid. But you know what? That's just your decision you got to make. You got to decide that you want to learn how to get paid. And that's what we're going to do here at the Black Wealth Builder session. You'll learn how to earn. And also, hey, we're just going to keep on going. The ERGJ Black Bookstore, which I mentioned to you, brings Black books, Black authors to Black folk in order for them to support their own, making it easy, once again, for you to practice group economics. Just going over to the Facebook page, ERGJ Black Bazaar, we're going to share with you a few things that you can actually pick up at their store. Matter of fact, I just want to say thank you for all the support. We just opened up on Thursday, and in 2 days, we already had 100 followers. So we're doing something, because success leaves clues. Everybody put that in the comments below. Success leaves clues. You just follow the clues, you'll go towards success. Got a couple things available for you, which is Wealth is a Mindset. That's the first book by Miss Shiny Key, Black author. Teach you that wealth begins in the mind. You must be wealthy in your mind long before you're wealthy in your wallet. Miss Shiny Key wrote a wonderful book, Wealth is a Mindset. You can pick that up for $20 at the ERGJ Black Bookstore. Also, maximizing your tax refund. Everybody should have a tax book in their library. Maximize your tax refund, getting 35 surefire ways to get more from your return now. Now, not only that, guys, not only do you get the tax book, but if you go ahead and buy the book, you use the barcode down at the bottom here, down here, Miss Yvette Best is going to give you a free 60-minute tax strategy session. Free. Because you invested in the book, she wants to invest in you and give you a free 60-minute tax session. Now, in the comments below, tell me, how much is a 60-minute tax session worth with a established tax accountant? How much do you think you should be paying for a 60-minute session with a tax accountant? Well, if you want to avoid all those fees, just get the book, and then you present the book and the barcode to the tax specialist, and you're going to get you a free tax session with the tax specialist. Also want to let you know we got Monetize My Life. Monetize My Life, Mr. H. Cortez Thornton here. The book is going to teach you about 4 incredibly simple ways to profit from your passions. Everybody put profit from my passions. So everybody want to do what they want to do, but you got to learn how to make money from it so you can sustain yourself. Well, this book is going to show you how to profit from your passions. You get that for $20 at the ERGJ Black Bookstore. See, Black folk, we do bright, good stuff. And then, of course, last but not least, I want to make you aware of Black Dollars Matter. Black Dollars Matter, $20 again for you to get it at the ERGJ Black Bookstore. Teach your dollars how to make more sense. Teach your dollars how to make more sense. And you get all of those books plus more at the ERGJ Black Bookstore. So again, once again, thank you so much for your support as we continue to make things change and do things differently in our community. Now, let's get right to what I want to talk about. I also have some other stuff I want to talk to you guys about. We Sick Boss campaign. We'll get to that in just a second. But today's episode is just my little rant, my understanding of why Black folk can't build wealth. And it's not that they can't. They can. They just don't want to. Okay? So I'm just going to title it, We Can. Okay? Now, what's going on, Brian? What's up? It's not that we can't. We can. We just don't want to. And the reason why I'm saying that we can't, one of the biggest deterrents for Black people building wealth is that Black folks actually don't value money. Black folk don't value money. Now, one of the things that's going around right now is that people are saying that the dollars doesn't have no value. It's fiat currency. It's going to crash. That's showing that you don't value the dollar. And it's not just the dollar. I'm talking about money period. Because you don't understand, money is nothing more than an exchange. And so what I'm going to do for you today, I'm going to teach you right? Because if you don't know, ERGJ, today is the last day that I'm providing money classes to the masses, because black folk don't value money. And they don't value money, so they don't come to the classes. Because they don't come to the classes, I can't continue to use my time to try and teach black folks something that they don't value, because I got to go on and build this empire. But nonetheless, I'm going to do things like this, and I'm provide things like this where you can go and teach yourself if you want to learn. Or you can start doing something like joining Club Millie, where you can learn. But it's not going to be any more public taking up my time on a Saturday to try and teach black folks something that they don't want to know. In other words, give the people what they want. And what they don't want is education, unfortunately. What they don't want is to learn about money, unfortunately. What they don't want is for somebody to take their time to show them things that can actually help them finance their own freedom. They don't want that. They want someone to give them their freedom. And until you understand that you have to finance your own freedom, you cannot get free by demand. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. You can't get free by demand. You can't demand something. Don't you understand? Have you read the Bible before? Have you ever read about the battles and the spoils of the war go to the victor, and how they annihilated their enemy, and then they grabbed all the gold and silver and all the food? Don't you read books? Don't you understand history? Marching won't do jack. Protesting won't do nothing. Rallying won't do nothing. But you keep on doing it. Freedom isn't free. You got to understand. It said, well, there is no progress without a struggle. See? So money in America, in a capitalistic society, starts to give you leverage. When you have leverage, you start to get power. Now, it's what you do with the money that's significant. And I'm not just talking about dollar bills. I'm talking about capital, which is human capital, relationship capital, and economic capital. Whichever one you say, see, I can leverage a relationship to get more money or to build wealth. I can leverage money or currency to get more money or to build wealth. But I want you to understand that your money should be your seed. In other words, if you're working a job right now and you're making a little bit of money, a little bit of that money should go towards building your financial empire or your financial fortress, because you're not ready for an empire yet. But at least start building your fortress. A little bit of your money should be going towards building your fortress. But you don't understand it because you've been conditioned to spend all of your money. Matter of fact, you've been conditioned to spend more money than you make. Now, I continue to teach that money is not logical. The relationship of people to money is not logical, because we know that we shouldn't spend more than we earn. Grandma told me that people know what they should do. Grown folk know what they ought to do. So we know we shouldn't spend more than we earn. But it's not logical. If it was logical, you wouldn't be in debt. It's emotional. And it's saying that our eyes are bigger than our wallet, and we continue to satisfy our eyes, and then we make our wallet small. You see? It's not emotional. It's not logical. It's emotional. We have some emotional, psychological issues. We sick, boss. That's where that's from. It's emotional. So when people try to tell me about all these strategies that should work, yes, they should work if you had people that operated logically. But you don't have people who operate logically. You got people who operate emotionally. So black folk just happen to be the biggest consumers in the world. They happen to be the biggest spenders in the world. In other words, they are willingly, voluntarily letting all of their money go out of their hand, and unfortunately to another community, to their oppressors, to the people who care nothing about them. But they love the fashion so much. They love the Chanel bags. They love the Tommy Hilfiger. They love the polo. They love everything that don't have nothing to do with black folk. And they wonder why they're broke. You can't build wealth if you don't value money. Money is the seed. It is the beginning. When you start to value, matter of fact, even further than that, you can't build, or you can't grow your money if you don't value your time, because time is more valuable than money. And I would even go further than that. You can't get back your time if you don't value wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing. Wisdom is more precious than rubies or gold. Wisdom is what Solomon asked for when he became king. He didn't ask for money. He didn't ask for time. He didn't ask for long life. He asked for wisdom. And because he asked for the right thing, see, now I got to ask you, when you in your prayer time, do you pray for wisdom or you pray for stuff? See, wisdom can get you the stuff. See what I'm saying? It says, seek ye first the kingdom of God. Inside of the kingdom of God is wisdom. And all these other things shall be added unto you. Who's teaching you this in Bible study? And this is what happens when you don't read the book. Now, I know everybody is a Christian here, but I know there are some. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these other things shall be added unto you. Why? Why? There's nothing wrong with asking for stuff when you need it. Why are you praying for stuff? You're not praying for strategy. You're not praying for wisdom. You're not praying for understanding. You're praying for stuff. Who taught you that? Who? These good old religious leaders? Who taught you that? Read the book. Makes no sense. You're following stuff, but you won't read the book to understand what you should be doing. That's why I stopped going to church. They don't teach you right. Read the book. You wise enough to do that. You can read. Books available to you, but you won't read a book. You won't go to a class. You keep complaining about being broke, but you won't do nothing different. Here's the principle. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Now, I want to share with you a little principle, a little understanding. See, this is what kids, I love this, right? Because when you get real, when you get real, people can't handle the truth. They don't want to know the truth. They don't want that. They want somebody to tell them it's all good and that it's okay to be broke. Yeah, it's easier it's hard for the rich man to make it. It's easier for the camel to travel through the eye of a needle than the rich man to make it into heaven. They want easy. Black folk want easy. But I'm trying to tell you this, black folk, you want your life to be easy, then do what's hard. You want your life to be hard, then do what's easy. Too many black folk are choosing easy, and they find their life being hard. Now, here's the principle. If you want to get into wealth, you want to start building your fortress, you want to start building your empire. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Profits are better than wages. Everybody put that in the comments below. Profits are better than wages. See, what are wages? Wages means that you are exchanging your time for dollars. And then you're using those dollars to go buy stuff. And you buy so much stuff that you got to go use more of your time to get more dollars. Wages. There's nothing wrong with wages. Wages keep a roof over your head. Wages get your car, get you transportation. Wages. This is where most black folk are. They into wages. They want the man that they call him. The man. Why you call him the man? But let's just use your terminology. They want the man to pay them in order for them to live. Think about that, black folk. You want the man, you'll go beg for a job. Spend your waking hours when you don't have work. Spend your waking hours begging for a job so you can get slave wages. Wages. Profits better than wages. But here's what happens when you begin to understand a little simple thing and you realize that the harvest is plenty. What is the harvest? The harvest is the consumers. The harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. Who are the laborers? The sellers. There's way more consumers in this world than there are sellers. Sellers control the market because they are in demand. Profits are better than wages. See, a seller can go and get something of quantity called wholesale. And they can have so much margin or markup in their product that they sell to the consumer who is living their life off wages. And those wages that the consumer made turn into profits for the seller. Now, here's the thing. You're never going to stop buying stuff because you need some stuff to live. Who are you buying that stuff from? And how much are they making off of what you spending? Profits are better than wages. Now we continue in the Black Wealth Builders to offer opportunity. Yep, it's 6 of them. I mean, it's some pretty, it's some pretty, it's sickening when you start to realize how many of these companies, these big 6, big 12, you hear them in college and stuff, right? But this is real. These are big 6, big 12 companies who really run and control everything. When you look at the lineage of their downline of their children companies that are represented or misrepresented, you start to understand, like, man, I think somebody said this the other day. He said, I started boycotting Coca-Cola. I don't want to drink no more Coca-Cola, so they don't support black folk. And then I really found out when I went to go buy, I think Fiji water or something like that he bought. He's like, shit, that Coca-Cola own that too. They start getting pissed off. He couldn't find nothing that Coca-Cola didn't own. Guess what, people? You got to build it. You got to create it. See, if it pisses you off to the point where you want to boycott it, it should piss you off to the point where you want to go create something. And that's what we've done. You see? Black-owned water company that you can be a part of, that you can support, but no. Rather support Coca-Cola, who's doing nothing for your community. But enough about that. Profits are better than wages. So you go and you get your wages, your slave wages, the wages that you cried to the man to get. See, I can talk like this because I'm free, by the way. I finance my freedom. I got free. You don't want to listen to a free man because a free man has no filter. He can say what he wants. He can finally tell the truth. Not worried about who he's representing or misrepresenting, because I represent myself. I represent black folk. I represent free black men. I don't represent the system. Who do you represent? Where is it that you got to go? You be like, I can't say this because I'm in this place, because I represent somebody else. And normally, black folk, you represent your oppressor. Think about it. Certain places you can't go because your oppressor got his eye on you. Certain things you can't say because your oppressor got his eye on you. You ain't free. It's the illusion of freedom. You ain't free until you can tell your boss, F you. Now, I don't know about you, but I got to the point where I absolutely had to be free. And I was willing to do whatever it took for me to be free. What was I willing to do? I was willing to work the extra hours. I was willing to fast. Not because I wanted to, because I had to. I was willing to sacrifice things that brought no value to my life, like television and radio. Cutting off the subscriptions that kept taking money out of my hand to the Charters, to the Infinities or the Verizons, to the AT&Ts of the world that did nothing for my community. I was willing to sacrifice entertainment. I was willing to value education, learn the stuff that I didn't know. Learn how to invest, make my money work for me. Learn how to build networks. Learn how to spot and recognize opportunity. Learn how to take advantage of it. Learn how to put myself in position where I now have over 14 streams of income. And just 3 years ago, I was broke. But see, the difference is I was willing to do what no one else is willing to do. I was willing to sacrifice what no other black person seems to be willing to sacrifice. You never hear me talking about the damn Lakers or the NBA draft. You don't hear me talking about no damn NFL. When are you going to take your life seriously? When are you going to take your finances, your bank account seriously? When are you going to start to build your FU money? When are you going to learn? When are you going to take the position of independence? Black economic independence. When are you going to begin to value the dollar, start putting the dollar to work for you so you can build wealth. Profits better than wages. So when you're a company like, you know what? Let me just give you some examples, because maybe y'all don't understand what I'm saying. Maybe I got to throw some numbers, right? Some numbers that ain't really, these numbers are absolutely insane. Profits are better than wages. You don't believe me, huh? Okay, let me just throw some numbers out at you. Okay, Amazon, right? Amazon last year, Amazon's annual revenue was $136 billion. The annual profit last year was $2.4 billion. Huh? Let's take a look at Apple for a second. Apple, you know, these are places y'all want to shop. Y'all want to spend all your money and helping them to build their wealth, helping them send their children to their best schools, helping to do stuff like that. Apple last year, $214 billion. Annual profit last year, $45.7 billion. Net profit margin for Apple last year, 21%. And you still buying the iPhone. You still sending their children to the private schools. You still paying for their mansions. You still paying for their yachts. 21% net profit margin last year. Huh? You want me to keep going? Okay, let's keep going. Netflix. Huh? Y'all want to spend all your money with these places, they put no money into your community. But if you can't go support your black-owned business, oh yeah, go. We're gonna get in this today. They're like Apple, Netflix last year, annual revenue $8.8 billion, annual profit $187 million, net profit 2.11. Let's keep going. Who else we got? Google. Oh, Facebook. What am I doing? Facebook. Yeah, we're on Facebook right now. Let's look at Facebook. See what I'm saying? Facebook last year, $27.6 billion in annual revenue. Annual profit, $10.2 billion. You want to know what net profit was for Facebook? Huh? Facebook, 37% net profit margin. Now, you can be on Facebook, but you won't invest in Facebook. You got 37% net profit margin. After everything is said and done, after all the bills are paid, 37%. But you won't come to a class you can learn how to invest. You're going to wait till a black man get fed up with black folks, say, you know what, damn, man, I'm going to spend my time doing other stuff. 37% profit. You want to learn how to invest in a company that can help your money make money, but you can be on this platform all the damn time. This is why I say, black people, for me, social media is wealth media. I got me some Facebook stock. I got me some Amazon stock. I got me my money working with me. I got me some Bitcoin. I got me some Ethereum. Got me some Nike. I don't know what you're waiting on. I ain't going to wait on you. I'm going to lead you. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to keep on moving. So what am I going to do instead of offering these classes that I've been offering for the past 3 years? Past 4 years, trying to help my people who don't want to help themselves. We're going to switch our strategy. The mission don't change. I'm still looking to build a black school, but I ain't getting there fast enough because black folk don't want to come to class. So I was going to use the profits from the class to build the school. But clearly, that ain't going to work. I got to come up with a new strategy. So I'm switching to products. Damn service. You want my service, you're going to have to pay me. Been giving up too much of my time for folks that don't want to help themselves. Folks that don't want to understand this thing called money. Folks that don't want to build wealth. They want to talk about it. They want to march about it. They want to protest about it. They want to rally about it, but they don't want to build it. You'll be marching on Sunday, marching over the weekend, be back to normal on Monday. You be protesting on Friday and be buying on Saturday. We sick, boss. So you don't know what a protest is. You don't know what a boycott is. Boycott look like 365 days. A nonstop. Taking money out of their wallet until they do something different. Not until they talk about something, not till a vote happens, until something happens that's significant enough for us to stop our protest or stop our boycott. But you only want to protest when it's comfortable. You got to set it up that you can protest on your off days. You don't get it. You don't understand. But guess the place that's filled? The places that are filled with black folk always have something to do with making black folk feel good. Called emotional pimping. As long as it make me feel good, I'll go. As long as they eat chicken with me, I'll vote. As long as they dance with me, they get my attention. Not that they change anything. No. They don't even have to change nothing. They just need to make me feel good. And they'll get my attention. They'll get my money. They'll get my dollar. They'll steal my wealth. All they got to do is make me feel good. Emotions make terrible masters. The people that understand money understand the logic of money. They operate by the logic of money, not by the emotions of money. People that build wealth, they build wealth logically, strategically, methodically, not instantly. But as long as you want to feel good about your poverty, about your brokenness, you're going to stay broke. Feelings are too chaotic. What it say in the Bible? The heart is wicked. They too unstable. Unstable in all your ways. Feel good on Friday, feel bad on Saturday, feel melancholy on Sunday. You're unstable. You're out of control. And when you're out of control, that means that somebody else got control of you. Don't you understand that? They push your buttons. They put this stuff out in the news for you to react. Well, Club Millie is looking for proactive people. People that's going to put their money to work. Not to buy stuff, but to buy the block. Not to spend, but to build. But you can't do that until you begin to value the dollars that come into your hand, the coins, the nickels, the pennies, whatever it is. You can't do that until you start beginning to value your relationships. In other words, until you begin to value other black folk, you ain't going to practice group economics. Because you don't value your own people. You don't value human capital or your relationships with people that's going through the same struggle that you're going through. You don't value that. The only thing you value is your pride and your ego. Selfish in all your ways. You can't build by yourself. The pyramids weren't built by one person. You can't build by yourself. Everybody put that in the comments below. I can't build by myself. You can start. You can draw up the plans. You can put the blueprint together. But you try building a house by yourself. See how long that's going to take you. See how many times you're going to fall off the roof. You're going to need somebody to spot the ladder. You're going to need somebody to bring up the wood. You try building a house by yourself. See how far you get. We just talking about a house. Now you try building an empire by yourself. Until you begin to value people going through the same struggle that you're going through. Until you get past your pride, your ego, your selfish ways. Now, let me share something with you. Because I know it's hard sometimes, because some black folk, they're just hard to work with. I get it. And you could be hard to work with. But here's what you got to do. If you're really serious about this thing, you're really saying, I want to work with people I want to grow this thing. I know I can go further with others than I can by myself. If you understand that simple principle, you say, I do want to work with black folk. I just have a hard time doing it because they all get on my nerves. Y'all get on my nerves too, okay? Here's what you got to do. You got to say to yourself, in your mental, in your understanding, when you come across these people, you say, you know what? I know that you might be irritating as all get out. I know that your attitude ain't all the way right. But there's something of value that you bring. And in order for me to work with you, I have to look for what value you bring. In other words, if I can just find the 10 in your disposition, in other words, you are good at something. I may not need to talk to you about all my issues. I may need to be friends with you. But if I can work with your 10, then we can build. So right now, in the comments below, for those who are watching right now, I want you to tell me, what area are you a 10 at? What are you phenomenal at? What is it that people tell you all the time? Honey, you are just stupendous in this area. What's that area for you? What I've learned is that I don't need to focus on all your weaknesses. I just need to focus on your strength. And if me and you can work together in our strengths, I bring my strength, you bring your strength, we leave all that weaknesses stuff out the building, we can build something. What's your strength? What is your 10? You see, I'm a teacher. That's my 10. I can teach. I can motivate, educate. I can make it simple. That's my 10. Not just happen to be able to build networks and all this stuff as well, but that is my 10. I'm a teacher. I'm the tough love teacher, by the way, but I'm a teacher, okay? What is your 10? Some people have never done an assessment of themselves to see what they bring. I think JFK said it like this: that's not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. What he was saying is, what's your 10? What's your strength? What do you bring to the group? What do you bring to the cause other than a warm body? What do you bring? See, everybody can be a leader if they just lead in their field. Everybody write that down. You need that one. Everybody can be a leader if they just lead in their field. I want you to think about it like this. You have a farm, okay? You got the farmhouse, you got the farm, and you got all this land that you got to develop. You got to grow some stuff. And each one that I'm looking at right now, Mr. Knowles, Mr. Bone, Ms. Kendricks, Ms. Hare, Ms. Gary Frazier, right? Ms. Sandra Hakinson, you each got a plot of land out of this farm. And if we all work together, we're going to have this big old harvest. But you don't necessarily have to work together. All you got to do is take care of your field. What's your field? What is your field? Terry might say, I'm going to take care of the strawberries, baby. I got the strawberries. I've been doing this strawberry thing for a little while. Snows may say, you know what? I got the corn. I'm bringing the corn. Miss Hare might say, I'm going to draw the water. And Hendricks might say, man, I'm going to take care of the apples. What's your field? Talking? Be more specific. Talking about what? We got a lot of people that talk. Hot air don't get nowhere. What you gonna talk? What do you talk? What do you talk about? What is your field? Are you saying you're a public speaker? What's your field? You gotta see what I'm saying? You see how hard it is? When we start talking about, you say you'll be plowing. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. We need to plow. When you say talk, you're gonna be the shepherd. You're gonna be the shepherd, commanding, keeping, making sure that everybody doing they thing. I don't know. You're gonna be leading. You're gonna be the overseer. What's your field? See, this is hard for people because their whole life they've been focusing on what they're not good at. It's easy for them to say what they're not good at. I don't do this. I don't do that. I'm not good at this. I don't like this. I don't like this. When you start turning the conversation around, well, what do you love? They got to think. They can't, it don't come as easy when you talk about what you're good at, what you love to do. You know what you hate? Think about that. Your whole life, hate has been more powerful than love. Hate is easy to identify, but love is hard to recognize. Your whole life, you've been focusing on what you don't like, what you don't want, what you hate, what you want to protest about. But then we start talking about what you love. Hard to recognize. You got to think about it. Like, man, we always talk about what we don't like. I never talk about what I love. I never talk about what I want to run to. I never talk about the things that I want in my life. You hear? I want to say this to you, and it's going to be very hard to swallow. But too many black folk hate white folk more than they love black folk. Let that sit in. Too many of us hate white folk or white supremacy more than they love black folk. And to me, that's the biggest issue in the black community. We focus more on what we hate than what we love. If we focus more on what we love, then we wouldn't even have to talk about group economics. It would be a given. It wouldn't even be a conversation in the black community if we focus on what we love. I love black folk. I support black folk. So it ain't no question about where I'm going to spend my money. But no, we got to sit here. The Boyce Watkins of the world, the Claude Andersons of the world, the Tim Jacksons of the world, the Andre Hatches of the world, the Corey Bills of the world, the Cortez Springs of the world. We got to sit here. The Ryan McCrae's of the world. And we got to sit here and talk to black folk about supporting black folk, because black folk hate white supremacy more than they love their own people. Why do I have to coerce you to support your own people first? Why do we even have to have this conversation day in and day out? The black folk been focusing on the wrong stuff. That's simply saying you've been focusing on what you can't control versus controlling what you can. And until you focus on controlling what you can control, where you spend your money, where you spend your time, who you talk to, who you have conversations with, what classes you go to, what books you read, what you watch on TV, what you listen to on the radio. Until you start to control what you can, you might want to write this down. You'll always be out of control. Until you begin to control what you can, you will always be out of control. You'll be out of control with your finances. You'll be out of control with your emotions. You'll be out of control in your relationships. You'll just be out of control, unstable in all your ways. The good book, he said, he prayed for wisdom, but he didn't get it. Why? Because he was unstable. He was double-minded in all his ways. Now, I'm sure no preacher has ever talked to you about that the way that I just did. I know who the message is for, but I'm hoping you get the message. So what is ERGJ going to do? ERGJ is going to switch his position. He's going to switch his strategy. He's going to plan 52 right now. I done tried 1 through 26. I went from 26 to 51. I'm on plan 52. What I do understand is black folk ain't going to stop spending their money. So my goal is to make sure they spend their money with me. You give your money to me, I'm going to change the black community. You give your money to me, we going to build these schools. We going to build these franchises. Spend your money with me. So I'm going to find out what black folk want to spend their money on, and I'm going to go start selling it. Period. I've been providing the service. You ain't want the service. So I'm going to provide the products. Go ahead and keep filling your house up with stuff. I'm going to make sure I'm on the other end selling you the stuff so I can get the money to go change the community. I'm not going to ask for $1 donation. I don't need to build that way. I'm not going to build off charity. I'm going to build off hard work and consistency. Day in and day out. What are you going to do today, Black Moses? The same thing I do every day. Lead Black folk to Black wealth, but only for those who are willing to work. Point blank simple. Well, today's episode is brought to you by Test Water again. What is Test Water? Test Water is giving you the opportunity to practice what you preach, which is connect and make money and bring health. So you've got an opportunity to connect with a Black-owned company that's going to bring health to the community, which is reducing high blood pressure, reducing sickness and disease by some healthy water. We shown you the water test and what you're drinking. Guess what? You still drink it. But not only that, they give you the opportunity to connect with the company and learn how to build wealth with the company. Threefold: earned income, passive income, portfolio income. If you don't understand those words, well, you would have been in class today when we teach these kids these words. Earned income, passive income, and portfolio income. But unfortunately, Black folk don't value money. And because they don't value money, they don't teach their children how to value money. And because they don't teach their children how to value money, they won't put their children into a class where they can learn about money. We sick, boss. Of course, you don't know We Sick, boss. We do have the shirts available for you. It's a brand that we got out. That's basically saying that the first step to recovery is to admit that you got a problem. And I have no problem admitting the issue that I have, because I know I've been sick, but I'm on the road to recovery. You have a Sick Boss swag shirt available for $20. I don't have it right now. I think I had to go get them, but you know what they look like. We've got Sick Boss swag rag, and we got the combo for $10 and combo for $25. You want to order those things, just inbox me. But also, I want to make you aware of this, because when I said profits are better than wages, there was someone who hit me up yesterday. They said, you know what? I'm going to buy a shirt, and I know when I wear this shirt, other people going to want to buy it. So he hit me up and said, hey, I want to know, are there some sales opportunities? I said, brother, you talking about language. All this stuff that I do, ain't nobody really asked, about 3 other people that asked, if they can sell it so that they can make some profit. You see? Said I'm going to buy it so I can wear it. And when I wear it, other people going to want to buy it. And I know that I can make some profit just by advertising something that I can sell. Profit is better than wages. It's just that simple. Now, some of you guys have a problem with selling. And I'm trying to tell you, if you got a problem with sales, you're going to always be employed. There's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you get employed by the right people. Get employed where you're going to be the executive assistant. Be employed where you're going to be the VP of marketing. Be employed that way if you don't want to sell. But sales is where there's a lot of profit. And matter of fact, you're selling something every day. You're selling yourself. You're selling your ideas. You're selling, you're probably advertising for some other company that you say you don't love. You're selling every day. You just don't understand sales. You think it's, you watch too many movies. You watch too many movies. There is a transaction that takes place every day between you and somebody. Question is, who's selling and who's buying? Most Black folk are buying what other people are selling. Oh, look at that! Only 2 of the original million went to the promised land. Man, good stuff, Miss Mint. Hey, you got some. She got some biblical history. So, this rant, guys, is just because I love you at the end of the day. But I got tough love, and I expect more. I expect Black excellence. Okay, that's it. I just expect Black excellence. Some other people might let all this other stuff slide. Not your boy. I expect Black excellence. I'm connected to only the best. Period. And if you're not the best right now, that's okay. You can get to the best. You just got to hang out with the best long enough. Start picking up on their ways. Start hanging out with the right crowd. People that's going to lead you or going to push you to your greatness. They only hang out with the best. Get them knuckleheads out your life. Start moving forward. All right, man, it's New Black Wall Street, NBW.US. Of course, if you want to take advantage of the Tesla Water opportunity, all you got to do is just make sure that you're at our next session. I put that up earlier. Let me try to put it up again. It's an Eventbrite link. I'll paste it one more time because I know you guys are going to ask. We'll paste it up one more time. It's going to be in July. If you want to learn how you can earn and increase your income, I just put up a post that shows you I get paid weekly, right? And I don't know how many of you guys can't use some extra income, because especially if you're going to keep living the lifestyle that you're living where you keep spending all this money. Well, you need to learn how to offset that by earning more money that ain't going to take away too much of your time. See, the money that I'm making is not taking up too much of my time. If it was, I couldn't do this right here. Because I had to go out and punch a clock, or I had to go out and do something and make some money. But no, I'm making money. I wake up to money. I go to sleep to money. Money ain't nothing but a concept. It's an exchange. Question is, what are you exchanging? And most of you black people are exchanging your money for something instead of getting something, instead of getting money for something that you exchange. Let me say that again. Most of the black folk are exchanging their money for something instead of getting money for something that they can exchange. See, I started with laundry detergent. 150% profit returns on the laundry detergent. I told black folk about it. I gave you the opportunity. Not many people took advantage of it. Moved into water, doing the same thing, giving black folk an opportunity. Not many folk are taking advantage of the opportunity. Why? Because the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. Black folk would rather beg for money than work for money. Until that situation or condition in your mind changes, don't tell me in 20 years, 10 years, when you see me on a yacht, you see me on TV, don't tell me that you didn't have the opportunity. Just tell me that you chose not to take advantage of it because you felt the opportunity wasn't for you. And you'd rather keep doing what you were doing, which was probably leading you to nowhere. But at any rate, I just keep it real, and I'm free, and I can say what I like. I like to hear your feedback, though. Tell me what you are doing to build wealth, if that's what you're doing. What are you doing to build wealth? And I know we got some here. I'm not talking about everybody. See, a hit dog will holler. People know who I'm talking about. They feeling bad right now. They're thinking to themselves, what am I going to do different in order to build some wealth? And start to get out of this cycle of spending all of my paycheck. You see? That's what you do. Well, guys, ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator. Today's episode is sponsored by Tesla Water, the black-owned alkaline water company that's bringing you the water that's healthy for you. It's also been sponsored by Color Grind, that's making it easy for you to practice group economics in your community as soon as I can find them. Making it easy for you to practice group economics by, where is that? By mailing to you boxes boxes of black-owned products. And then also, of course, ERGJ Black Bazaar. We just opened our online store 48 hours ago. I told you guys I was going to build this business in 48 hours. That's exactly what I did. And I thank you guys for your support. We got over 100 followers to the page now. We just added Monetize My Life to the store. So that's available now. Teach you how to turn your passions into profit. You can do that as well. And then, of course, we've been brought to you by the New Black Wall Street, which you can follow us at nbws.us. That's where Club Millie is. If you want to join Club Millie, which is the Black investment group, if you want to have access to your boy, you got to go through Club Millie, or you got to pay me $300 an hour. Your choice. Also, the YouTube channel is New Black Wall Street as well. That's the YouTube link there, but you probably just want to plug in New Black Wall Street and find the YouTube channel and follow us there as well. Go ahead and like and subscribe that page, and we'll take it from there. Guys, I want you to remember this, man, that it takes a village. It starts with us. And I hope, guys, I hope that you'll start to listen to real hard truth versus all this motivational, emotional pimping that leads you nowhere. Start paying attention to people that's going to tell you the truth in your life. People that's going to challenge you to greatness. People that's going to say, what are you doing? There's another way. In other words, start listening to wisdom. Wisdom does something up here. Motivation does something in here. Something in here can turn on and turn off. Something up here never turns off. You ever thought about yourself how you can never not think about something? Your mind is always going. Question is, what are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? See, I wake up thinking about ways to build black wealth. I go to sleep thinking about ways to build black wealth. I go wake up thinking about ways to build the black economy. I go to sleep thinking about ways to build the black economy. I wake up thinking about building my money school. I go to bed thinking about building my money school. I wake up thinking about the ERGJ Black Bookstore. I go to sleep thinking about the ERGJ Black Bookstore. I wake up thinking about the Black Beauty Supply franchises. I go to bed thinking about the Black Beauty Supply franchise. What are you thinking about? The Lakers? The NBA draft? Jordans? Real Housewives of Atlanta? Scandal? Donald Trump? What are you thinking about? Good book says this: meditate on my word day and night. Somebody else had to finish the thing. I think it said success and all this stuff. He said meditate on his word day and night. Though I know he said that. Now the rest of the scripture I don't know. I forgot. Meditate on my word day and night. Success, something like that. Somebody, Miss Harris, give it to me. Meditate on my word. Let me look it up real quick. I know it. How do I go forget that one? That one of my favorite scriptures. Meditate on the word day and night. Let me get the rest of it. What does it say? Joshua 1:8. Oh, yeah. Oh, let me get down here. Let me get down here. Where are you at? New King James, something? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Meditate on it day and night, that you may observe to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. Once you understand the word then, the Bible always has these conditions that if you do this, then you'll get this. If you do this, then you get this. In this particular scripture, Joshua 1:8, it says, if you meditate on the word day and night, and you observe to do what you meditate about. In other words, you read, you understand, and then you apply. In other words, you get the knowledge, and then you apply it, it becomes wisdom. Then you will have prosperous. You will make your way prosperous. You'll have good success. See, some people are trying to get good success without reading the word and without applying the word. If you do this, then you'll get this. When you try to do it the other way, that means you're out of order. You won't do it. You believe it, you say, but you won't do it. Meditate on the word day and night. Now, here's the interesting thing about the word. The word is also the word that comes to you. In other words, the ideas that come to you from God is the word. Because he speaks to you. He speaks to your spirit. That's the word. Are you meditating on the ideas that God is giving you? The ideas that give you the power to create wealth. Are you meditating on those words day and night? See, this misconception of the book, not reading the book, not having revelation of the book that you believe. Or do you believe it? I don't know how you can believe something that you never read. I don't know how that works. Read the book. All right, guys, ERGJ, certified financial educator, founder of the New Black Wall Street. Just want to remind you this, that it takes a village, starts with us. Let's build black wealth together. Have a super sensational Saturday. I'll talk to you soon.
The New Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We'll see you all there at the next episode.